guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I'm Jaisha, and if you are not new here, do you notice anything different about me? Except for this pimple trying to take over my forehead. I got my hair colored, yes! I'm super in love with it because I've been talking about changing my hair color for a while now. And so I got the color, I got a little trim for my ends and a silk press, and I'm in love with it. So of course I'm gonna be sharing my new hair care routine with you guys when I go back to my curls, how I maintain my hair with the color, if I need to do anything different, buy any new products, which I have not done yet. But yes, just figure out this journey because I've never done this before. But obviously I am determined to have healthy hair, healthy curls with the color in it. But yeah, stay tuned for my first wash day with the curls, with the color. Anyways, that's not even what this video is about. I just wanted to give you guys that update. Lots of hair updates in these last few videos, huh? So yeah, today I'm gonna be sharing with you 7 things that I wish I knew before I started my curly hair journey. And if this is your first time watching me, I usually wear my hair curly. I'm just gonna chat with you guys while I do my makeup because my hair is already done. So we're doing makeup today. And I wanna keep my hair out of the way. So I'm putting on this little skincare headband to keep my hair back. So quick little rundown about my hair journey. I used to be on the creamy crack like we all were back in the day. I got my first perm when I was I think I was about 12 or 13 when I got my first perm. Usually I hear women saying that their mother permed their hair, or their aunt or whomever permed their hair when they were really young, you know, to keep it manageable or whatever. Me, on the other hand, I actually begged my mom for a perm. My mother did not want to perm my hair, and I begged for so long until she had no choice but to give in. And I think I just did because everyone around me had a perm, so I don't know. She finally gave in. I got my first perm at about 12 or 13. I stopped at about 15. I stopped perming my hair. I wore my hair in braids for... Sorry, I had to close my window because it is so loud outside. Anyways, so yeah, once I stopped perming my hair, I wore my hair in braids for a little minute, and then I would be going to the Dominicans every week or every other week to get roller sets. And over the course of time, of course, that brought a lot of heat damage to my hair. And so when I was ready to, you know, embrace my natural hair and wear it curly, it wasn't really an option because there was nothing natural about, like, my hair was just in shambles. My hair was completely damaged from the amount of heat that I had been putting on it. So it was, any natural style that I tried to do, it was very limp, it was very non-existent. I could not do a wash and go, completely out of the question. Even a twist out or a braid out, completely out of the question. So I big chopped in 2016, and that is where my curly hair journey started. Because essentially, I guess I was natural before that, but I chose to be a straight natural. Y'all, I am so scared that my eyebrows don't match my hair anymore since I colored it. Like, are they too dark? I have no idea, but I got a lighter brow pencil just in case. This is not it though. So from 2016 until now, I am giving you all of the lessons that I have learned about my hair, everything that I wish I knew from before, and hopefully it'll help you trying to figure things out on your curly hair journey. Now, the first thing that I wish I knew in starting my curly hair journey, and these are not in order of importance in any way, they're not ranked. First one, and this might be a hot take for me to start with, but I think the expensive products, you know, like those high-end, more luxurious salon products, are worth it. Some of them. Let's be clear. There are brands that will throw anything in a bottle, slap a label on it, and want $50 for it. And that's not who I'm talking about here. I'm talking about the brands where you can see and feel the quality of their products and their ingredients. So a few that I've tried that I love: Sacred, Fenty Hair, Inner Sense Beauty. Those, when I say like higher end expensive brands, I mean like $30 and up for a product. Those kind of brands. When you can see and feel the difference in your hair, and you know that there are quality ingredients sourced for these products, I think it's worth its money. Especially brands like Inner Sense that I mentioned, because Inner Sense does not have a lot of toxic ingredients or chemicals or bad things in their product from what I have seen and learned about their brand. To me, that's something that's valuable and that is worth the money that I'm spending. Brands like Sacred, you can absolutely see in your hair and feel in your hair why I can absolutely justify the price of those Sacred products. At least for what I have tried. They work very well. You can feel the quality. It's like salon quality. It's luxurious. And it works. Of course, not all of these brands are worth it. It's like with any brand, whether it's in the $10 to $15 range or the $30 to $50 range, not everything works for everyone. So it's gonna be trial and error. And I think the best way to combat that is get a sample first. Get a smaller, maybe mini size or travel size of the product that you want to try, or sometimes they have the sample kits with a few of the bottles in a smaller form so that you can try it out, because that's really the hardest thing is when you're learning what products you like and don't like for your hair. The most annoying thing is spending money on a product and it does not work and you end up not liking it and not using it again. Because I've also tried expensive products like Pattern Beauty, Adria Beauty that I did not like and did not work well for me. Now, are there products in the more affordable range of like $10 to $15 that can do well on your hair? Yes. I'm just saying the more expensive ones are not always a money grab. Number two, the second thing that I wish I knew before starting my curly hair journey is, and I kind of just learned this, like I've only been putting this into practice since probably last year, and that is that I need to be trimming my ends regularly. When I first started, first of all, I had a big chop, so my hair was flourishing. It was growing beautifully. And I didn't need a cut for a long time. But then after that, I was trying to avoid straightening my hair to cut it. I was trying to avoid cutting it, period, but my hair was just not doing what it was supposed to do. And I learned I really need to be cutting my ends on a regular basis. I was trying to do like twice a year, but I really need to stick to a schedule, and I'm trying to be on the every 3-month wave. Every 12 weeks I'm hoping this makes a difference. I think it makes a difference so that I'm not cutting a whole lot of hair, because I notice every time I straighten my hair to cut it now, it's like the same length as the last time that I straightened it, because I have to cut off hair that is dead and split and no longer serving me, and we don't want that. We want to be able to keep the hair that we are growing. Speaking of, leading into my next point is length retention over growth. Because guess what? Our hair grows. Your hair is growing every single month anyway, regardless of what's going on. Just like we have stages that our hair goes through, and your hair is growing every single month. Unless you don't have hair follicles, or if there's a medical reason, what we need to focus on is maintaining the growth, which is length retention. We want to be able to keep the hair that is growing out of our scalp. Ugh, I don't know why I put that up there. Why did I put that up there? We want to be able to keep the hair that is growing out of our scalp. If we have to cut it off because there are split ends or there's damage from, whatever, then it's kind of defeating the purpose. That's why you're not seeing your hair get any longer. I think when people are saying growing your hair, it's kind of used as a general blanket statement. What we really mean is retaining length. And I had to learn the difference. And I know it seems counterproductive, which was my mindset before, was that why would I cut my hair if I want to grow it? But you can have long hair, that doesn't mean that it's healthy or in the best shape. And now I can see the difference when my hair does need a trim. It doesn't look right, it doesn't act right, and there's nothing worse than trying to get your style to cooperate or your hair to do what you want, and it won't just because your ends are raggedy. Health over length. Number 4, I also did not learn this until a little bit later, but I had no idea what porosity was when I started my curly hair journey. It was not something that was like talked about a lot. It was not on my radar at all. But your hair porosity is absolutely more important than your hair type. Your porosity is how your hair accepts and holds on to moisture. So your hair could be, you could easily get moisture in, but then it easily goes out. Or it could be hard for moisture to get into your hair strands and hard for it to get out. Knowing the difference will help you in your products and your techniques. If you are wondering why product sits on top of your hair, or you're wondering why your hair is always dry, it could be because you're using the wrong techniques or the wrong products that could be too thick or not moisturizing enough, or you might need to be sealing in moisture to your hair better. You might need to be using heat or steam to get products to really moisturize your hair. Much more important than your hair type. What else didn't I know? And this might sound crazy, but I think we overlook this fact because of how simple it is. And that is that water is the real MVP. Moisture, hydration, really it's hydration. It starts with water, not product, not oil. Those things are good for, they help and they can seal in that, hydration from the water. But like, if we dwindle it down to basics, your hair really just loves water. And we know that because even in the products that we use, water is always the first or second ingredient. Go look at most of your hair products. Water is the first or second ingredient. At least it should be. And if it is not, I don't know what kind of product that is. So there will be times when I want to refresh my hair, and it's a few days after I style it and there's like frizzy pieces and I don't want to have to refreshing my hair, I would go and put more product in it, when I realized I could just add some water to reactivate my product in whatever those frizzy places were, and I'm good to go. Like, I don't need to add more product, more gel to my hair. It was perfectly fine with just water. Like, that is the ultimate source of what our hair needs and what it loves. So even steaming your hair can help refresh it, and steaming is just water turned into steam. Water over everything. Water over product, over oil. Obviously products and oils are good, they're helpful, they serve a purpose, but if we're going back to basics, we just need water. Even styling my hair and applying product. So I used to add so much product to my hair. And I still am a little bit heavy-handed, but it used to be worse. And sometimes I just needed to put more water in my hair. I don't need more product. Save some money, girl. Number 6, and this is a 3-for-1. Silicones are not the enemy. Heat is not the enemy. And frizz is not the enemy. I don't know why I grouped all of those into one, but they are just things that I used to completely they were things I completely avoided in the beginning of my curly hair journey. Silicones get a bad rep with curly hair, and most people, I was just kind of listening to what I saw online. But when I did my own research, I learned that there are some silicones that are bad, yes, but there are also some that are good. that help with conditioning and moisturizing your hair, and I think detangling a little bit, sort of. I don't know, but yeah, some silicones actually are not bad. I know it's annoying to have to know like what's okay versus what's not okay in a product and remember all the complicated names. No one wants to do that, but I just realized I didn't have to fight as hard as I was to avoid silicones in my hair products. And heat is not the enemy. It can be if it is used incorrectly. Just like I said with silicones, there's bad ones. So, you know, using heat incorrectly, but it's not something that you would have to completely avoid, which is what I used to do, completely avoid any type of heat on my hair. I would only air dry my hair, a hooded dryer, a diffuser, not an option. So that was also keeping me from getting my hair trimmed on a regular basis because I did not want to put heat on my hair. But I learned with proper use, it's totally fine as long as you are doing things correctly, like not overusing heat, using a heat protectant, that kind of stuff. I think my background from having so much heat damage before is what really scared me and turned me off about using heat. That's what made me like, oh nah, I'm not using it. I'm not going nowhere near it. But again, use it properly and you have nothing to worry about. Frizz. When I tell y'all I used to work overtime to not have any frizz in my hair. Like, I remember getting compliments on my hair and people being like, wow, it looks like you individually did each curl. And I was like, yeah, I kind of did. But to be fair to me, when you have shorter hair, at least I think, when your hair is shorter, which my hair was at the time, it's easier for frizz to make your hair look kind of a mess when you have short hair. So I just felt like my hair being more defined just made more sense to me. As your hair gets longer and bigger, I started to embrace the frizz more because it actually helps the look a little bit. But not the kind of frizz where, what am I looking for, bro? Not the kind of frizz where your hair is thirsty and it's sticking out looking for moisture, or your hair is dry or that kind of thing. Not that kind of frizz, but I just mean like the naturally occurring frizz that happens with natural hair. And the last thing that I learned that I want to share with you guys, make your own rules. Create your own rules. There is no right or wrong when it comes to what you are doing to your hair. Now, I know we get caught up sometimes in following people doing their hair on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, but not everything that works for someone else is going to work for you, even if it looks like they have the same kind of hair as you. Use other people's products and techniques as a guide, but definitely make your own way and do what works for you. Don't let anybody shame you into not straightening your hair if you want to, or wearing wigs or whatever it may be. Don't let the internet or anybody shame you into something you want to do for your hair or what natural hair is supposed to be or anything like that. Ooh, I didn't do mascara. Do I want to do mascara? Not really. I used to buy products that I would see people using, influencers using, and then when it didn't work for my hair, I was like, why? Even if it was somebody whose hair looked like mine, it didn't always work out. I think we've all been there. But now I do not go and run to buy a product just because somebody said it was good. Okay, and this is the final look. I debated mascara, but I don't want to today. And that's it for the 7 things I wish I knew before starting my curly hair journey, aka the things I learned along the way, and hopefully some of these tips help you out on your curly hair journey and figuring out what works best for you and avoid, I don't want to say avoid mistakes because it just kind of comes with the territory. It's trials and tribulations. What can you do? But thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more of my videos, because I see a lot of y'all keep coming back and watching, but you do not want to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, get notified every time I upload a video, and join the fam. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.